Okay, so for the beef chilli, we're going to start by preparing our onion. We're cutting the pointy top off and then peeling the skin from the half of the onion that we've got. Making lots of slices quite close together all the way to the board, and then we're going to turn the onion and cut across those slices, again close together, so we've got lots of fine diced pieces of onion. If you do have a whole onion, you would need to repeat on the second half at this point. We're moving on to the pepper, so we're slicing this again into fine dice, so to achieve that we need to cut it into long thin strips, turn them and cut across the thin strips. Tidy up as you go and throw your peelings into the bin, so you've got a nice tidy workspace. Now in a saucepan we're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil and pop our diced pepper and onion into the saucepan. Onto the heat with those we go, turning the heat onto a medium. And whilst that's getting started, we'll peel 1 garlic clove. So we want to remove all the papery skin from the outside, and then we're going to very finely slice the garlic clove. Okay, do this as closely as you can manage with the claw grip, and then pop that in the pan with the onion and the pepper which has started to cook. We're going to pop our mince into the pan, and we're going to use a fish slice to break up the mince so that it's all in separate pieces. Keeping the heat on a medium heat, or adjusting it if you think you need to, we're going to leave it to cook until the mince has browned. At this stage we're going to add a pinch of salt, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of ground coriander powder, and a pinch of dried chili flakes. Now if you like things spicy, add a little bit more, but don't go over the top. Stirring it together, we're then going to add a can of tomatoes, about half of a can, breaking it up with a fish slice so that the pieces of tomato are smaller. Half a tin of drained kidney beans are going in, and we're going to stir and leave the chilli to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. Do give it a stir occasionally so that you can be sure it's not sticking on the bottom. And then after 10 to 15 minutes we're going to add half a tablespoon of tomato puree, just for the last little bit of cooking. By now you should have a nice thick sauce. At the end of cooking we're going to season with black pepper. We don't need to add salt because we've already added it. And pop it onto a heat-proof mat. Serving suggestions would be to have this with a flatbread or a rice to make it a balanced meal, which includes starchy carbohydrates.